morning, my name is Karen Durham, and what I'm about to say is so exciting, my husband wanted me to come and hear it today, so he is with me. I had to write this down because I could easily talk for about an hour. Never again is now. To boldly stand and speak and act as one for self-evident truths. I will tell you I am a fan of Glenn Beck. Beck has his own network now called The Blaze, so he can tell the truth of what is happening in the world without being censored. What he says is about 90% truth. Only 50% of Fox News and CNN is truth, and that gets distorted. How do I know this? I am a master dowser. Beck makes it clear that he is neither left nor right. He is about principles and values. He is about right and wrong. Beck ends every program with a group hug and prayer. All of those on his program that night, he seldom leads the prayer. He has them stand in a group hug and lead the prayer. How did he come up with this slogan, "Never again is now"? When the Allies entered the concentration camps, those around the camps claimed they had no idea what was happening. We know what is happening. We saw on Planned Parenthood what's happening to those babies. And now we hear that it's very important to keep those babies alive before they are harvesting the parts. We know what is happening to the Christians in the Middle East, especially Syria. Their homes are marked for death, just as the Jewish homes were marked by the Nazis. The men are killed, the women and girls are sold into slavery, the young girls are raped over and over. We are in a time to choose life or evil. We can plainly see evil on the news every night. And I thought as I watched this, what can I do, one person in a retirement community in Florida? When Beck announced restoring unity, he asked that we come to Birmingham. He asked that we come and walk in the steps of Martin Luther King on August 29th and bring attention to the murder of the Christians. I immediately knew I was called to go. I decided to take a stand. It turns out 30,000 other people from across the country heard also the call. Beck asked us to sign the pledge that Martin Luther King had those who marched with him sign, otherwise don't march. And we were given bracelets to prove that we were in agreement with this. Number one, as you prepare to march, meditate on the life and teachings of Jesus. Remember, the nonviolent movement seeks justice and reconciliation, not victory. Walk and talk in the manner of love, for God is love. Pray daily to be used by God, that all men and women might be free. Sacrifice personal wishes, that all might be free. Observe with a friend and foes the ordinary rules of courtesy. Number 7, perform regular service for others in the world. Number 8, refrain from violence of fist, tongue, and heart. Strive to be in good spiritual and healthy body. As we gathered, we were given different signs. This is the sign I chose to carry. And now this sign hangs on my front door. And believe me, it causes wonderful conversation. The march itself was about 8 blocks and took about a half an hour for me to walk. I suppose the entire march of 30,000 people was about an hour. I stood longer waiting for the march to begin than I actually marched. The 4 hours of afternoon activities included some of the most amazing speakers. The entire event was a combination of the efforts of Beck and Bishop Lowe, the pastor of the largest Baptist church in Birmingham. You may not be aware, but the United States will not take the Christians from Syria. Jonathan Moore, who came up with the idea to raise the money to get the Christians out of Syria, spoke first. When Jonathan quit his job and went to Syria, where he met a nun who said to him, "You take care of your pets so well. When will you take care of your brothers and sisters in Christ?"
Karen?
Yes?
With all due respect, how much longer do you think? I see you have a couple more pages there.
Yeah, let me
Could
just...
you just kind of...
Okay. When Beck announced for $25,000 we can get a family of 5 of Christians out of Syria, the fund is called the Nazarene Fund. When Beck announced the Nazarene Fund, he raised $1 million the first day. In 10 days, he raised $3 million. In Birmingham, he set a goal of $10 million to get the Christians out of Syria. Last Tuesday, I heard him announce he had $6.7 million raised to get these Coptic Christians out of Syria. So if you are interested in helping get the Coptic Christians out of Syria, you can go to the Nazarene Fund and you will be able to get these Christians out of Syria. So let's make sure never again happens now is stopped. Thank you.